The Art of War, Alexander's Military Strategy. Alexander the Great is often regarded as one of history's most brilliant military strategists, whose campaigns transformed the ancient world and established him as a legendary figure. His ability to adapt to various challenges, his innovative tactics, and his leadership style set a standard for military strategy that continues to be studied and emulated today. This exploration delves into the key elements of Alexander's military strategy, analyzing the principles that underpinned his conquests and the lasting impact of his approach to warfare. 1. The foundation of Alexander's military strategy. Military reforms by Philip II. Before Alexander embarked on his campaigns, his father, Philip II of Macedon, implemented significant military reforms that laid the groundwork for Alexander's future successes. These reforms included the Macedonian phalanx. The introduction of the phalanx formation, characterized by heavily armed infantry wielding long spears, sarissas, provided the Macedonian army with a formidable fighting force capable of overpowering traditional Greek hoplite formations. Professional army. Philip established a professional standing army, allowing for better training, discipline, and cohesion among troops. This transformation from a citizen militia to a trained army ensured that Alexander inherited a well-prepared military force. Tactical innovations. Combined arms approach. Alexander's military strategy emphasized the integration of various troop types, infantry, cavalry, archers, and siege engines, into cohesive units. This combined arms approach allowed him to exploit the strengths of different forces and adapt to the unique challenges of each battle. Use of cavalry. Alexander recognized the importance of cavalry in battle, often utilizing it for flanking maneuvers and rapid assaults. His cavalry units, particularly the companions, were instrumental in executing surprise attacks and pursuing retreating enemies. 2. Key elements of Alexander's military strategy. 1. Tactical flexibility. Alexander's ability to adapt his tactics to suit different terrains and opponents was a hallmark of his military genius. He often adjusted his battle plans based on the specific circumstances he faced, showcasing his strategic acumen. Terrain utilization. Alexander was adept at using the terrain to his advantage. In battles like Gaugamela, he recognized the significance of the battlefield layout and positioned his forces accordingly, exploiting natural features to enhance his tactical effectiveness. Innovative tactics. Alexander employed various tactics, such as feigned retreats and ambushes, to confuse and destabilize his opponents. His innovative approaches kept his enemies guessing and often led to unexpected victories. 2. Psychological warfare. Building a fearsome reputation. Alexander's reputation as an undefeated general and his daring exploits contributed to a psychological advantage over his enemies. His reputation often preceded him, instilling fear and uncertainty in the minds of opposing forces. Use of intimidation. In battles, Alexander employed psychological tactics to intimidate his opponents. The sight of his well-trained army and the innovative use of cavalry and archers often demoralized enemy troops before the battle even began. 3. Leadership and morale. Leading by example. Alexander's leadership style emphasized personal involvement in battles. He often fought alongside his troops, which inspired loyalty and courage among his men. His presence on the battlefield served to boost morale and create a sense of unity. Rewarding bravery. Alexander recognized the importance of maintaining morale through rewards and recognition. He frequently honored his soldiers for their bravery and achievements, fostering a strong bond between him and his army. 4. Strategic use of intelligence. Gathering intelligence. Alexander placed great importance on intelligence and reconnaissance. He sought information about enemy movements, local conditions, and potential allies, which allowed him to make informed decisions in the heat of battle. Adaptation to local contexts. By understanding the cultures and tactics of the regions he conquered, Alexander was able to adapt his strategies accordingly. This cultural awareness was crucial in navigating the diverse territories of the Persian Empire and beyond. 3. Major battles and strategic lessons. 1. Battle of Granicus, 334 BCE. Strategic lessons. The victory at Granicus demonstrated the effectiveness of the Macedonian phalanx and the importance of aggressive tactics. It emphasized the need for decisive action and the ability to capitalize on opportunities as they arise. 2. Battle of Issus, 333 BCE. Strategic lessons. The Battle of Issus highlighted the value of adaptability and terrain awareness. Alexander's ability to maneuver his forces effectively against a larger army showcased the importance of tactical flexibility and the exploitation of enemy weaknesses. 3. Battle of Gaugamela, 331 BCE. Strategic lessons. Gaugamela exemplified the impact of psychological warfare and the importance of combined arms tactics. Alexander's decisive leadership and innovative strategies led to a significant victory over a larger Persian force, reinforcing the effectiveness of his approach. 4. Battle of the Hydaspes, 326 BCE. Strategic lessons. The encounter with King Porus illustrated the importance of understanding local tactics and adapting strategies accordingly. Alexander's respect for Porus and his decision to reinstate him as a ruler after the battle demonstrated the effectiveness of a diplomatic approach in governance. 4. The lasting legacy of Alexander's military strategy. 1. Influence on military doctrine. Enduring military principles. The strategies employed by Alexander have had a profound influence on military doctrine throughout history. His emphasis on flexibility, combined arms, and psychological tactics continues to inform modern military strategy. 2. Inspiration for future leaders. Historical model. Alexander's leadership qualities and military genius have inspired countless leaders across various fields. His ability to unite diverse peoples under a common vision and promote cultural integration serves as a model for contemporary leadership. 3. Cultural synthesis and Hellenistic influence. Cultural exchange. Alexander's campaigns facilitated significant cultural exchanges between Greece and the East, leading to the Hellenistic Age. His legacy includes the promotion of Greek culture, language, and ideas across a vast empire, fostering an environment of intellectual and artistic flourishing. Conclusion: the art of war in Alexander's legacy. The military strategies of Alexander the Great have left an indelible mark on the history of warfare and leadership. His innovative tactics, adaptability, and ability to inspire loyalty among his troops highlight the complexities of military campaigns and the qualities that define effective leadership. Key elements of Alexander's military strategy in detail. 1. The Macedonian phalanx. Structure and effectiveness. The Macedonian phalanx was a tightly packed formation of infantry armed with long spears, sarissas, that could reach up to 18 feet in length. This formation was highly effective in close combat, allowing soldiers to present a wall of spear points to the enemy. Integration with cavalry. Alexander skillfully integrated the phalanx with cavalry units. While the phalanx held the line, the cavalry could execute flanking maneuvers, creating opportunities to break enemy formations. 2. Intelligence and reconnaissance. Scouting missions. Alexander employed scouts to gather intelligence on enemy movements and terrain conditions. This allowed him to make informed decisions and adapt his strategies on the battlefield. Local knowledge. Understanding local geography and customs proved invaluable. Alexander often relied on local guides to navigate unfamiliar territories, enhancing his strategic planning. 3. Psychological warfare. Reputation as a leader. Alexander cultivated a fearsome reputation as an undefeated warrior. His boldness and success on the battlefield contributed to a psychological edge over his enemies, often demoralizing them before battles began. Dramatic displays. During campaigns, Alexander would sometimes stage dramatic displays of power, such as parading captured enemies or showcasing his force's discipline, to intimidate opposing armies. 4. Adaptation to enemy tactics. Learning from encounters. Alexander was not rigid in his strategies. He learned from each engagement. After encountering war elephants in India, he adjusted his tactics to counter their impact effectively. Emphasizing mobility, the ability